Welcome to our latest video. Today Dan is going to take us up in the drone to show us the progress on our 3 projects that we've got going this summer and fall. The sports complex, which is right behind us, which includes the bocce courts and the shuffleboard courts, the 2 additional pickleball courts that we're going to do, and also we're going to give you a quick update on the pool deck. So Dan, were you ready to take them up?
Ready.
All right.
Okay, well, here's the sports center as it looks today. Let's take a look at what happened a few weeks ago. And here we are. So we've got everything tore apart. Everything's ready to go. We're taking a look now at some of the drainage that was put in. That's the little green pipe sticking up there. Hunks is doing all the underground work right now, getting all these drains up. You can see all the rain, water everywhere. It's been a pretty big mess. All their ditches are full of water, but they keep going, they keep plugging away. And we're coming down where the parking lot's going to end up being on the east end of the court. And then there's another row of drains. You can see the black pipes coming up with the white caps. These are the drains on the north side of the court before you get to the tennis area. And that takes care of just about all the plumbing. Next will come getting the exact levels that we need everywhere to put the courts in. So they should be, Hunts should be done pretty much the end of this month into the next week or two, and then More Sports is due out the mid-month of October to start the court construction for the bocce and shuffleboard.
And Dan, we're still anticipating a late Thanksgiving time opening for the sports complex.
We are, that's still the target date. Now we're at the pickleball area. This is a schematic of the old courts at the bottom of the screen, and then the new courts and stage structure, etc., on the middle of the screen there. Okay, here's the actual site. We've got the 4 corners of the courts laid out. They'll be in the middle of the screen. The old courts you can see are up above. To the right side, you can see the black area with the stripes. That's parking, and that parking will continue out to the new court area as well, and we'll have access to that, so we'll be able to utilize that area better than we ever have in the past. So we'll have 3 courts there, 2 courts being built now, 1 for later, and we have a canopy that'll go up in that area, and that'll be fenced in, etc. And that's go ahead and getting set up as soon as they're done with the sports area down there. Hunch is going to be up here getting this pad ready for the More Sports to come up and start on those courts. Asphalt needs to be in and needs to be hardened and set for several weeks without disturbance. So that's the very first thing they're going to do, and then we'll do all the peripheral work around it while that's hardening up and settling in where it needs to be, and then they'll finish the courts, and that's going to be finished sometime in December.
Right, Dan, and More Sports is going to try to mobilize by October the 18th to start constructing the courts, and as you said, it takes time for those courts to cure, and we are anticipating a late December completion date.
Over here on the side of the area, you can see the courts there. This is where the berms are going to go, separating the golf course from the pickleball area. These berms are nice sized berms. They are 2.5, 3 foot tall with going to be plantings, trees, bushes, etc. on top. But there'll be a nice separation there. We're at the pool area now. This project's going to start early October. Waiting for that final word on the exact date. But we're going to be in here and closing this whole section off for safety reasons and letting the contractor have full access to everything. The fencing comes down. All the pool chairs are going to be stacked up. We may have to use some of this old furniture until the new furniture arrives. There's a long lead time, like everything else it seems, on getting furniture of any kind. But we can make everything work here, and it'll still look great, and it'll be a larger area for us. And then the new furniture will come and we'll change that out. But we have new pavers for the for the main area of the pool deck that's existing right now. We had to change the pavers simply because they are worn. They're not useless, but they are worn. A lot of cracked pavers, a lot of chip pavers, a lot of cracks on the backs of some of the pavers that you don't see, to the point where a good sized percentage of them needed to be changed out. So in order to make everything proper, we need to do that. We also had to get the pavers up to make sure that we took care of some problems on the bottom of those, or the cement deck that's under that, for proper drainage, possible ditching for some electrical lines, etc. So we're going to take care of all those problems and get that new deck in. We've got those pavers already on site, just waiting for the thicker ones for the back area, which we can take a look at now where we're going.
And Dan, I think it's important for the residents to know the reason why we're expanding this deck is to accommodate more people. The swimming pool has become much more popular, and so that fencing is going to go out towards the breezeway area, and all that shell area will become pavers, and so we can put more lounge chairs on there and people can enjoy the pool deck.
Now this back area here, where you can see where the green landscaping is, a lot of that is old landscaping. It's still pretty when you first look at it, but a lot of the trees and bushes are really old. We've got to get that out of there. We're going to put some more landscaping back in pots and things of that nature to make it look pretty and keep things going. But this whole area in the back off the main deck, including the water feature in the front, all kinds of changes taking place up there, making that going to be a nice area to be able to sit, and maybe a little bit further away from the pool, but still in a nice area where we get a lot of sun in the late morning and early afternoon, and more shade actually if you just like sitting outside and not in the direct sunlight. So this is going to be a big improvement to get all that done. That, like JB said, the fence is going to move out to where what it looks like here, like the edge of the roof. That fence will go all the way out to the edge there, so that'll all be one large deck with proper drainage. We're going to add a couple more drains off the roof and some larger downspouts. So the whole thing will be really tie in together nicely.
I think one of the key benefits also of this renovation, Dan, is the new lighting. Obviously the lighting has to be up to the county codes, and the lighting will allow us to have outside dining without putting our baby fence up, and as well as the possibility of being able to swim in the evening.
Yeah, code says that you have to have a certain amount of lighting to be on a swimming pool deck commercially, and in the pool, or just on the deck. So this new lighting, which will be higher than what we have there now, that'll allow that to go, and then we'll have to make some decisions on timing on when we want to close at night, but we'll be able to utilize the deck area certainly a lot more than we do now.
Thanks for watching our latest video. We ask that you please check your emails for additional future videos. And Dan, thanks again for everything.
Not a problem, no problem.